All right. Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Maccabee from GMS, Colorado, coming at you with a lesson here. I'm just going to jump right into it. First and foremost, I want to give all praises unto Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. I also want to give double honors unto the elders of GMS who taught us this word with truth and sincerity. I'd like also to give a deep, sincere shalom to all the Akim and Akwath who are listening and learning and pushing this word to the four corners of the earth. To you, I say shalom. All right. I'm just going to jump right into this lesson. This is Revelation 4, Salakia 6 and 4. And it reads, "And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword." All right, and that great sword, Salakia, and that red horse and the person sitting upon it is Esau and Edom. That's a representation of Esau Edom, who is biblically the red Hebrew Edomites. Okay, they are a Hebrew nation, but there are 7 Hebrew nations, and they are the Edomites. All right, who the sword was given to them as their blessing. All right, which they're, if you just simply look at what's going on in the world, there's no bigger proof than what the U.S. is doing, man. We'll just read this, a little bit of some of these articles here, man. All right, the U.S. plans to buy arms, including mortars in Eastern Europe, and send them close to Venezuela, which is all wickedness, man. This whole situation with Venezuela, the maneuvering of chess pieces on the board, on the great stage that is the earth right now, being set up for World War III, man. You just continuously continue to see these situations occurring leading up to World War III. All right. Continuous, it goes on and on and on. Read through some of these articles for yourself. But simply put, man, Esau Edom is taking peace from the earth. All right. This is his blessing, and this is what the scripture says he's going to do. And he's living out these prophecies, carrying them out. Let's go to this next scripture. Salakia. Get some water real quick. All right. Salakia. This is Isaiah 14. And I'll start at 3. And it shall come to pass, Salakia, starting at 3. That's Isaiah 14 and 3. It shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from thy hard bondage, wherein thou wast made to serve. All right. And we've been in a state of captivity under Esau Edom, and many other nations as well, but mainly Esau Edom, for a long time, man. They've been the whooping stick for the nation of Israel. They've beaten your heritage and your faith out of you. All right, turned you into Mexicans and Cubans and Native Americans, and no, you're a Hebrew Israelites. Okay, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are Hebrew Israelites. All right, God's chosen people. Thus saith the scripture and history and everything else that lines up all the relics and different places where the Israelites were scattered to, man. It's the only logical explanation. No one, like Malcolm normally says, no one carves and makes statues of their slaves. Okay. Let's read down to 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath that the oppression ceased? The golden city ceased. okay, being America, this golden city, America, being the place that it's yet to cease. Our captivity has yet to cease under this captivity. All right, we're still in captivity to this day. Down to 5. And Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. All right, which you're witnessing now with Esau's power structures falling apart. All right. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, and he that ruled the nations in anger and persecuted, and now hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. All right. Yet the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us. Hell from beneath is moved. Salakia. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It is stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All right, and these other nations are starting to no longer want to deal with Esau, Edom. They don't want to do business with Esau, Edom. Esau, Edom, they're exposing Venezuela, man. You know, they're Slovakia. I just took a damn screenshot. They are they're at odds with Edom, man. The world is at odds with Edom at the moment. All right, which you can clearly see if you follow any actual news outlet. You know, there's always bones to be picked out, but if you follow any actual news outlet, man, that's what's occurring in the world right now. The total destruction and fall of Esau, Edom from power. All right. All they that speak and say unto thee, art thou become as weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? All right. Thy pomp is brought down and to the grave, and the noise of thy viols. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. The worm is spread under thee, and the worm cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? All right, being Esau, Edom, being his children, you know. All right, the alleged illuminated ones are falling from power. All right. How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? All right. Couple more on this one. For thou hast said in thine heart, we will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. All right. And Esau, Edom has done all of these things. All right. They're guilty of these things, man. They're guilty of what the scriptures read that they've done. They're trying to ascend into the heavens. They've done that, trying to sit in the throne of Yahweh and be Yahweh as if they are Yahweh. All right. Here we go. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High. All right. And yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. And they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake the kingdoms? All right. And this is how the world views Edom at the moment. All right. And for your crimes, for the things that you've done. All right. We're going to jump. Oh, Shalakia. Let's stay in Isaiah. But going to jump to 33 and 1. All right. And Isaiah 33 and 1 reads, woe to thee that is spoileth, and thou was not spoiled, and dealeth treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. Woe to thee that ceased to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. All right. And that's what's coming for you, Esau, because this is what you've done. You spoiled the world. You continue to try to do so. Not just the American Edomites, but the Israelis and the Russians and all the other nations that are upon you or with you, the UK being among them. All right. You're all the same Edomite nations, man. And you're all guilty of this. Just because, your kingdom is divided and you're split amongst each other and have different views, hey, the Most High is coming to destroy all of you for your crimes. Okay? The red Hebrew Edomite is reserved for destruction, thus saith the scriptures. And the red Hebrew Edomite is who today people ignorantly call white people, man. Who are classified as white Europeans or white Americans. Now the color doesn't make the race, okay? Because you can have a chocolate covered Edomite, but the race who is identifying as white is that you are Esau Edom. All right, you are trying to hide your identity. I'm gonna read one more and then I'll do more on this later. This is Micah 2:1, and it reads, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds when the morning is light. They practice it because it is in the power of their hand." All right, which Esau Edom is doing that. "And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house and even his heritage." All right, and they're doing this now which you can clearly watch them. If you need an example, they're doing this right now with Venezuela, and they've done this a multitude of times throughout history. All right, I hope that this lesson was somewhat edifying. That's all that I got on it for the moment. I'll do more on this a little later. I would like to first and foremost give all praises unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the elders of GMS who taught me this word with truth and sincerity, and all the true leaders of Israel. Shalom.